Trust is the big thing in any relationship, right? If you don't have trust, you're going to run into some problems, right? So let me put it into this form, right? So in a relationship, trust is a big thing. Wouldn't you agree? So if I trust you in a relationship, I don't have to know every detail because I trust you, right? If you say you're going to the mall, I don't say, is she really going to the mall? You know what I mean? Is she, trying to hook up with somebody else in the mall? Like, I don't worry about those things because we have trust, right? We have that trust. That's how it should be, right? But in some relationships, it's not like that, right? I've been in relationships like that, and it had validity. You know what I'm saying? They were valid feelings, right? But at that point, you have to ask yourself, why are you in that relationship, right? So the thought came to my mind over the weekend and even now, like, we understand that trust is a big thing in any relationship, but especially with God, right? When we put our lives or anything that we put into God's hands, we should leave it there, right? We don't need to know every detail. But don't we say that we need to know details sometimes in the way that we complain or in the way that we don't fully trust or we don't fully place things in our lives into God's hands? Case in point, me. Something came up, two things came up over the weekend that had me a little worried. I heard a little voice inside my head say, and I know it was a spirit, right? I know it was God telling me, place it in my hands. I got this. So I did it, kinda. So I prayed about it. I was like, all right, God, I'm going to give it to you. And then 20 minutes later, it came back to me. And so what I did was I prayed again. I was like, God, take this. Look, I really want to just put it in your hands. I know what I have to do. That's what I want to do. Help me to do that. And so right after that, I didn't think about it the whole day, right? Sunday morning, I woke up, something else happened, right? And I was like, all right, God, I know that you've been telling me to trust you, to put it in your hands, right? And here's the thing, though, like when we put things into his hands, it doesn't mean that they're going to work out the way that we have drawn up in our heads, right? It just means that it's in the best hands. God, I trust you. Even if it doesn't come out the way that I think or that I want it to happen, I still trust you. There's reasoning for everything that God does. So I place that also into his hands. Let me tell you something. All three of those things of the weekend just worked out today. Not exactly the way that I thought they would, but even better. Is it going to happen like that every time? Maybe not. Maybe sometimes things may come out in a way that we didn't expect. And that's okay, because when you place anything into God's hands, number one, you're placing into the best hands. The best scenario is going to come out of that. The best possible ending is going to come out of that. God is the greatest orchestrator. Whatever's on your mind today, whatever's on your heart today, place it in God's hands, because that is the best place that you can put it. God bless. Love you all.